In today's video, we're turning this very barren garden bed into a food producing wonder zone, hopefully. Let's do some gardening. There's my very professional drawing, absolutely not to scale. These handy little tools from Aldi, soil moisture meter and pH meter, have been super handy, so we know that the soil is neutral, which will work for everything that's being planted. Here's my little box of plants. I'll show you what we've got. Rosemary, oregano, basil, and 4 different strawberry plants. So this garden bed's actually a fair bit bigger than it looks from the other angle that I showed. There's nothing in it except this recently planted mandevilla and the lemon tree, which is going very, very nicely. This is a pot of blueberries. These won't be going into the ground because they need a more acidic soil. Now that's a knife. I think we'll start with the rosemary first because that's going in this back corner over here. I do know from what I've seen of rosemary before that it can grow quite big, so I want to make sure I'm leaving enough space. It's the first time I've used this knife. It's good. It's like cutting a really dirty cake. Hasn't been a whole lot of rain going on, and it was 46 degrees a couple of days ago. So I'm fairly glad that I didn't rush into doing this planting. That would have been a bit of a disaster. It's almost like you can hear the plant breathing. Something else I'm going to pop in here is some sea salt. Look at that, nice and cozy. I'm really looking forward to having some fresh rosemary. And I'll get this hay straw cover back around the plant. Just make sure that it's holding that in. Right, I think I might go for the oregano next. Up against the fence here. This is what it's looking like already in that tiny pot, so I feel like it might like a bit of space to move. Might pop it about there. I don't want to overcrowd them. Hopefully I don't find anything I don't want to find in this straw mess. We saw a snake at one point a couple of months ago near the front door. It was a brown snake, not good news. And then we were seeing trails around the property, so we thought that it was living here, but turns out the trails we were seeing were lizard trails. Thank God. I can do lizards. I can't do brown snakes. It grows up to 30 centimetres. It's great for pots. I tend to think when they say it's great for pots, they mean it will grow a lot. I don't really mind that for the locations that I've chosen. It's like when you plant mint, you're not supposed to really, well, you can, but if you put it in the ground, it can get a bit out of control. I don't know what they're barking at. One seems very bound. I feel like this has been in a pot for probably longer than it should, actually. I don't know how we're going to go here. Here's us thinking we'll have a peaceful little garden day with the dogs outside. Oh, John's trying to sort out the lawn out the back, and I think they're keeping him on his toes. He's in that kind of mood today, it seems. And what are you doing, miss? Playtime. Over there, I'm going to pop some marigolds, which apparently are good for keeping pests away. We have some yellow African Queen marigolds. They sound very regal. I will be planting some strawberries close-ish to this, so I don't want them too far away. If I put them here, they're pretty much in the middle of, all the things that I'd like the pests to stay off. You feel very capable with this knife. I didn't even really know they were a thing. They've got a measuring system on there as well, inches and millimeters. Actually, I have to say I'm pretty happy with how this soil's looking compared to how it was. Well, you wouldn't have been able to really grow anything in it before. 40 to 45 centimeters high, which is quite surprising, and spaced them 20 centimeters apart. I didn't go crazy yesterday at the garden centre because I just thought best to buy a few less and add more later than overbuy and waste things that won't grow. There's actually 4 of these in here. Didn't really think that through when I made this hole. I was kind of thinking it was one single plant and I was just going to bang it in, but that's not what's happening here. Good thing about YouTube, you can see what to do and what not to do. I won't edit out mistakes. It's so small. It feels very delicate. John's a more avid gardener than me. This front section was my little project. I'm sure he'll watch this video and think, oh God. If I make a whole load of mistakes with this could still be really useful to you. Because you could watch this and think, well, that's good. I know exactly what not to do. Let's do the exact opposite of what this idiot did. And we'll be golden. I'm rethinking how I was going to do that. That's absolutely fine. I wonder if it would be a good idea to pop one over here next to the... Yeah, go on. Let's treat ourselves. Next to the rosemary and the oregano, there's a little spot that you may as well just bang one in. Finding some random bits of plastic and all sorts of stuff in this ground. I don't think plants are known for growing well in plastic. It's getting really windy now. It's always windy now. Like wind makes a cold day worse and ruins what would otherwise be really nice sunny weather. Ruins your hair. If you're wearing lip gloss, it blows your hair into your lip gloss, which is one of the most annoying things. Going outside and having your hair blowing into your lip gloss really winds me up. I should dampen that. Where's my hose? Oh, hang on. Get carried away here. Plants like, hey, need a drink. Good. So I have 2 more of those. Where to put them? I think I might wait. I might put them in after I've done the strawberries. So there's the lemon tree. I don't want to plant them too close to them. I think we need about 40-50 centimetre gap. Actually, there's a drain pipe that comes down here as well, so that would be nice. Extra water, because the strawberries like water, unsurprisingly. So these are Tioga strawberries. To make sure not to step on the plants I've just put in. I'm not used to having to think about that, because there's been nothing anywhere. This is a good distance from the lemon tree. That'll be good. Apparently, strawberries and lemons, or strawberries and citrus, go really well together. I don't know why. It could be because they both like a lot of water. This area is going to be getting watered quite heavily. Tell you what, if I come out here tomorrow and something comes and eats all of these, I'm going to lose me nana. Hopefully, oh, that looks a lot better than that other one. What was that other one we took out before? The oregano was really stuck in there, it felt like. This feels a lot better. Hopefully, I might go a touch deeper actually with that one. Mulch layer we've put on, the straw has really done a good job. Apparently strawberries really like this top coating as well. They really like straw mulch. Put some of that soil back that I've taken away. Alright, that's coffee done. Now for strawberry plant number 2, I'm thinking, I forgot how far away they have to be planted again. I keep forgetting, what is it? I'm glad I kept the card there. Is that the strawberry? No, that's the marigold. 30 to 60 centimetres apart. Well, that's all right. I might actually put one in this little nook here. That makes sense, probably. Because we want them sort of close to the lemon tree. It's getting slightly trickier to move around now I've planted all these things. Right, so this one is a different kind of strawberry. Red gauntlet strawberry. And for this one, everything's the same really. The difference with them all that I've seen so far, actually I'm supposed to be keeping them in order so I know what I've planted where. The difference that I've seen with them has been how they fruit, the kind of fruit, the size of it, but also how often and how long you can expect the plant to fruit for. And I thought, well, if we do some different ones, then if some are a win and some are a fail, it might tell us something. It's all just, learning. Trial and error. It wasn't too bad actually. All these plants yesterday cost $49.50. And you think what you're going to get out of all of these, hopefully. Oh, it's a relief when that sun goes away. Living here, it feels really hot when it's as little as 25 degrees. You can imagine how it felt the other day when it was 46. I think perhaps I should keep these. Might be able to get my own little seedlings going. That's the one we've just planted. That's the one we planted before that. And we'll put one over here. So this is another red gauntlet. Different brand, but same type of strawberry plant. This knife is handy just for staking out a spot. You can sort of just stick the knife in the ground and then stand back and think, oh yeah, that looks about right. I tell you, when the chicken poop went in, if you think you've seen flies before, there's a reason why they say the saying, like, flies round shit. Could be one of the most accurate things ever said. That last strawberry plant has me a touch worried. It was much more root bound. This one feels good, but that last one I had to work really hard to loosen. It worries me a bit that might struggle. It's a trouble sometimes when you buy things, as seedlings and you haven't grown them from seed yourself, which I will do eventually. This is it's just something we can do now. At this point, I think I'd like to plant another marigold, and I might do it in the corner here between these 2 strawberry plants. Don't want to make these holes too deep because the marigold plants are actually really small. John gave me these gloves. He said, don't get them dirty. Yeah, okay. Brilliant. He bought these for himself to use when using tools, but they're too small. So chances are I'm not going to be using them for the things he was going to use them for. So may as well use them, get them dirty. Live your life. Lovely. They look quite cute, don't they? Don't worry, I'm not blasting the plant itself. Just going round the plant. I'm going to give this all another dampen as well. This is just for now so I can get everything in the ground. I think it makes sense to put the fourth strawberry plant. Really, I've done them in a ring, and that's pretty much how I had it envisioned. So we'll pop it here. These are sumo strawberries. You best believe that my expectations are high with a name like that. I expect them to be so big, I can't get my mouth around them. I feel like the soil's getting better. Actually, it makes sense. The soil is better here because the lemon tree has been getting so much water, and this is around the edge of it, which is exactly what the plan was. I won't be able to walk tomorrow. And John will be like, oh, we should have used your weeding mat. Yeah, I should have. But I didn't. Oh my god, did you see that? Did you see that spider? Little bastard. I don't like spiders, you might have figured that out. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Okay. Right, final marigold can go here where my kneeling mat was that's been used for all of 3 seconds. There. Alright, we're getting there now. Hopefully I don't find any more. Oh, there's a worm. Oh, good. That's what we want to see. I don't want to kill it. We want those. Just move him on a little bit. That's exactly what we want to see. Now we know we've got good soil. I was about to say, I don't want to see any more spiders though. Lovely. It's probably one of the most satisfying things I've done all week. Now, basil likes to be near the lemon tree because it likes a lot of water, kind of like strawberries. So I might pop it just on the edge of the garden bed because that will make it easy for harvesting. At this point, I don't even know if I've done this based on my original plan. The original plan didn't have to be too specific, like it was just a rough idea. Just something to get going with. Because actually, it can be a little overwhelming when you're planning. While it's nice to have a blank slate, it can be a little overwhelming when you have a blank slate at the same time. So this is sweet basil. Ugh. I've realised I'm making noises when I get up and down because I'm not using my kneeling mat. Still not using it. Right. Oh, last one. Oh, I didn't even realise this is another one. I bought these pretty quickly yesterday. I knew what I wanted. I didn't realise that there were 6 little mini basil plants in there until just now. So I'm going to change that strategy yet again. These need to be 20 centimetres apart. Something's already been eating these at the garden centre. Right, let's use this mat or I'm going to die tomorrow. There's the flies. Brilliant. I've got one of those buff nets, called buff nets. It goes over your face. Oh, I'm not using the kneeling mat. God damn it. I can see why they call it a buff net because you really feel like... I don't know what a boff is, but I feel like a boff is what you feel like when you wear a net over your face. To be honest, I'm getting fed up now. You know when you sort of like, you get really enthusiastic, like don't get me wrong, I've actually really enjoyed doing this. But you get really enthusiastic for a job, like you're going to tidy up an area of the house or something projecty. And then you get to a point where it's like, oh, I just don't want to do this anymore. I'm sick of it, I want to do something else. It's a fair old planting job I've taken on here in just one little go. I hope I haven't crushed that marigold that I planted before. That'd be right. I'll finally use my weeding mat and then I'll put it right over something I've planted. That'd be good. I'll edit that out as well. No, I'm only kidding, I won't. I think it's good to have these close together for when it comes time to harvest them. Black t-shirt was a bad choice, not gonna lie. I wore this to walk the dogs this morning. Now I'm cooking. But truth be told, I've probably put a couple of those. They might be a bit too close together, but They'll have to work it out. They're going to have to work out the differences at this point. Little baby basils, they're very easy to lose in amongst the straw. I should have 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's fine. They're all accounted for. Right, so we'll give it all a bit of a spritzing over. So in the back corner, we've got the rosemary, oregano, marigolds, and strawberries. Lemon tree in the middle. More marigolds and strawberries. And the basil patch at the front. This could all fill in fairly well at the back. I still have some area at the front that I might be able to do something with. I've left a good amount of space around the lemon tree. And then there's all this still. So I think I need to get back and get some more herbs and see what would like some full sun that I can fill that with as well. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll see you in the next one. And hopefully when we see you next time, we have a thriving garden bed and not a dead wasteland. But time will tell.